Hey guys, I was lucky enough to get my hands on the new single stack 9mm Glock 43x. I cannot wait to go through this one with you. Let's take this Glock 43x to the bench. Alright, checking out the grip on this Glock 43x. I really like the grip on these small frame Glocks. The Glock 42 and Glock 43 are two of my favorites. I like the grip texture. I love that there's no finger grooves, and the way that they just fit into my hand is the way that I wish other Glocks had fit me in the past. Standard controls on this, the Gen 4, Gen 5 style magazine release button. Alright, the Glock 43x 10 round single stack magazine. I really like that they added this orange follower. Anytime you can add a visible safety feature to a firearm, I think it's a great thing. That orange allows me to see it through the frame here by the slide release. I can see orange. With the action open, it's very easy to see that there's no round there, and it allows a little bit more light into the firearm for checking the chamber. This Glock 43x has the standard box and dot Glock sight. Easy to use, easy to point. This Glock 43x has an exceptional trigger on it, breaking consistently at or slightly under 4.5 pounds every single pull. This is a brand new pistol out of the box, not broken in yet. Quick size comparison here with the grip. This is Glock's other 10 round 9mm pistol, the Glock 26. This is the new Glock 43x, the Glock 43, Glock 19, a couple other single stack 9mm for comparison, the amazing Astra A70 and the Firestar M43. Alright, side profile comparison, the Glock 26, the Glock 43, the Glock 43x, the Astra A70, the Firestar, and the Glock 19. One of my favorite parts about the small Glock frame is the amazing trigger system that's into it. The Glock 42, the Glock 43, the Glock 43x, and the Glock 48 all have this trigger. It comes to a solid wall and then it just breaks. Solid wall and breaks. This trigger consistently on the scale broke just under 4.5 pounds, and for a Glock pistol straight out of the box, that is absolutely exceptional. One of the new features of the Glock 43x is what they're calling the Glock Marksman barrel. The barrel on the left here is from a Glock 19, and the barrel on the right is the new Glock 43x. What they've done is they've added rifling to the barrel and also a recessed target crown on the end of the barrel. To me, eyeballing it, the shape of the barrel on the inside still looks like it's a polygonal barrel like Glock has used for years, just with the addition of some light rifling. A spring system comparison for you. This is the new Glock 43x. This is the spring from a Gen 4 Glock 26, and this is the spring from a Gen 3 Glock 19. One of the things that's very important to me when it comes to a handgun, aside from the grip, is the way that weight distribution balances in my hand. This Glock 43x is so perfectly balanced that every single time I pick it up I can't help but smile. I'm so excited about this pistol. My wife came down here just a little bit ago and picked up all these guns from the bench. She picked up this one last and said, "Oh wow, I really like this one." So for you female shooters out there, that's just a little bit of a tip. You might want to check this out, see how it fits your hand, because it fit hers really well. Comparison wise, the way that the Glock 43 fits my hand, the Glock 43 with its little bit stubbier grip and a lot of metal up top, feels top heavy to me. It's always felt top heavy. And the Glock 43, while on the specs is only 1mm narrower than the Glock 43x, it feels quite a bit thinner in the hand and creates more pressure. Alright, so we've covered the features and the ergonomics of this pistol. It's time to take this Glock 43x to the range. My son Caden is here helping me film this today, and I'm going to have him shoot a little bit, see how he does with the new pistols, and see what his opinion is too.
Feels good.
Alright, we had a short, very cold day at the range, and now it's time to talk about the bad and the good with this Glock 43x as I give you my final thoughts. Two 10-round magazines, that's what ships with this pistol. It would be nice if it shipped with 3 or more. There's certainly room in the case for them. All the standard model Glocks ship with 3. The small frame Glocks are shipping with 2. 10-round magazine may be short for some people. 10 in a compact pistol is pretty good, but Glock is known to be high capacity. Glock 17 ships with a 17-round magazine. The Glock 19 has a 15-round magazine. This is 10. For my purposes, it works fine, but for yours it may not. Magazine compatibility is another issue. These magazines do not work in any pistol other than the Glock 48 and the Glock 43x. A lot of the prior Glock magazines were interchangeable based on grip length between models. There's only 2 pistols that can use these magazines. The interchangeability of Glock parts may be an issue for you. The Glock 43x is a brand new model, so all of the prior Glock pistols will not have parts that are going to work in it. It was common before to be able to kind of tinker toy with Glocks and play around and swap parts here and there. Maybe put a Glock 17 trigger bar in a Glock 19, that kind of thing. It's going to be a while before there's any other parts available for the Glock 43x or the Glock 48. My biggest complaint, probably only actual complaint about the Glock 43x is I wish it had a smooth trigger. It's got a pointy trigger like what's on the Glock 19. It's got the ridge. I was shooting this pistol today in 9-degree weather. It was uncomfortable to shoot on my fingertip because of the cold, and the additional pressure that's on my fingertip from this style of trigger, I really don't care for it. I prefer a smooth trigger. The Glock 42 is the only small frame that has a smooth trigger, and I wish that they would have incorporated that here. Alright, so let's talk about some of the things that you do get with the Glock 43x. Number 1 is you get what is now my favorite Glock frame ever. I absolutely love the way that this fits into my hand. The controllability of the pistol is excellent. While I shoot other Glocks well too, they don't feel as well in my hand, and they don't give me that same sense of control that this does. Another thing that you do get with the Glock 43x is my favorite trigger system ever. This Glock 43x stacks up to a wall and just breaks so easy. This particular pistol was around 4.5 pounds every single time on my trigger scale. At the range, it was so easy to just grip and press, and have this thing break. I absolutely love this trigger. While I've played around with Glock 19s and Glock 17s in the past trying to get them a good trigger with other parts, I will never ever customize this trigger. There is absolutely no need. It's the best out of the box brand new Glock trigger that I have ever felt. The comfort of this pistol is just unmatched with other Glocks. The amount of control I felt with the frame, the trigger, the sight picture, the way it comes back on target, the super soft recoil for being 9mm, I'm just really impressed with this Glock 43x. I spend a lot of time walking around in the woods, and when I am in the woods, I typically have a sidearm on me. 10 rounds of 9mm and a super lightweight, comfortable pistol is perfect for that application. 9mm is an easy round to shoot. It's also an affordable round. Ammo prices aren't going down, so 22 long rifle is about the cheapest thing you can shoot, and next behind that is 9mm. I've had a lot of fun getting to know this Glock 43x. Head on down to your local Glock retailer, put one in your hand, and see if this frame feels as good to you as it does to me. Also, head to the Glock website. There's a compare tool there, and you can put this Glock 43x side by side with your favorite Glock and see how they match up. We'll put a link to that in the description below this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell notification icon so that you get notified when we upload new videos. In the next video, we'll do a side-by-side comparison of the Glock 48 with this Glock 43x. It'll be a matchup, and I'll give you my opinion on which pistol I think is best. Good luck and be safe on your next outdoor adventure. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.